Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Rachel Reeves, a woman deeply, deeply out of her depth and at the end of her tether. She promised growth and yet nothing has grown except the national debt. She's having a meeting this week and she's got the heads of all the major banks in Britain. They're all going to sit around a desk and she's going to ask them for ideas on how to grow the country. Yes, seriously. She's going to ask the people she's harming the most, please help. I'm useless at my job. I need to get you, the experts, to help. Well, of course, I'd imagine all these bankers have just sort of sat there looking like, awkwardly at each other before saying, well, if you truly, truly want to help the country, resign. She won't like that, but ultimately that's all there is. There's nothing that they can do. They don't control the interest rates. They don't control the national debt. They don't control policy. All they do is try to make a profit out of the basically shitstorm she's created. And that'll, of course, be proving incredibly more difficult because people will be made unemployed, the shops will close, the businesses will close, there'll be lower needs for any kind of banking. With a hardening pound on the international currency markets, it means imports are more expensive, so spending on that will be down. Everything is going to shrink. Everything is going to be reduced, diminished, and dwindling. And they want her to go, because she's caused it. Far from helping her, I think, they'll just shake their heads in disbelief. This is the result of a woman way out of her comfort zone, way beyond her skill level. A woman who was, at best, making the tea for the complaints department of a bank and was never involved in any policy decisions, suddenly finding herself being responsible for the finances of an entire major nation. Of course everything's gone a bit Pete Tong. And it ain't going to improve no matter who's sitting around that table. Because you could have the world's greatest mind sitting around that table. But while Rachel Reeves is there, she's sucking it all in. She's the anti-talent in the room. What will the bankers say? They're just looking at each other, aren't they? They're just like, orcs. Still, she can have as many meetings as she likes, with as many people as she likes. And it won't distract from the basic problem. The basic problem with British society today is who's running it. The Labour Party. Get rid of them and watch as Britain grows again. And it will happen ever so quickly because people will just be so relieved to lose what are undoubtedly the most loathsome creatures ever to find themselves in power in this country. And we've lived through some awful times in the past. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Take care and goodbye.